Hey all, welcome to ShareTrick. This is Raj here. Today we're going to talk about NVIDIA. This is because as ChatGPT has become more and more important and has brought focus on the AI industry, and the industry as a whole is finding new vigor due to AI, it becomes important to talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA makes the chips that power this revolution, among other uses. Like right now, NVIDIA is being used for graphics processing and a whole lot of things. But the emerging use is more in artificial intelligence. And I'm going to talk to you about why NVIDIA is so special as compared to the other chip makers. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Dear friends, I want to take a moment to be transparent with you about how my current commitments are affecting my ability to trade and stay up to date with stocks. Outside of genomics, my YouTube channel has been taking up a lot of my time and I need to find a better balance. To address this, I have set up an additional computer in my office for daytime research, which will hopefully allow me to make more trades. I want to clarify that my dedicated computer in my studio is solely for recording and editing videos because it has got a high quality graphic processing unit. And I'm also a bit sensitive about where I keep my passwords and which computer I do my banking from. That's very sanitized. So I like to do that in a separate computer. So I have set it up in the office, and I hope to spend more time in my office writing scripts and doing my research. And in between, I hope to get a little bit of time to do trading so that I can be contemporaneous, because some of the advice that I have given you, I have not been able to take advantage of that in my own trading, and it sucks. So I'm hoping that this new arrangement will work. So in an effort to broaden our own horizons in this community for investment, I would like to introduce to you some strong and interesting prospects outside of genomics. Specifically, I would like to share my thoughts on NVIDIA, a stock in my portfolio that has been performing very, very well. I'm extremely bullish on NVIDIA and would like to brain dump all of my current thoughts on the stock as the beginning of the coverage out here so that we get on the same mindset. In the future, I plan to make a detailed fundamental analysis video for NVIDIA. That will come up later. Furthermore, I believe NVIDIA deserves our attention because of the pivotal role in AI through their CUDA platform, CUDA. The platform allows for parallel computing and programming on NVIDIA's own GPUs, which is in high demand due to the rapidly growing interest and investment in AI, despite the weakened macroeconomic outlook. And I would like to thank you for your continued support and understanding as I strive to find a balance between various commitments. I want to draw your attention to the fact that ChatGPT and other language, image, and video generation tools heavily rely on AI processing power, which is where NVIDIA excels as compared to the other chip companies. As a result, major tech companies that are utilizing ChatGPT are turning to NVIDIA GPUs to meet their growing AI commitments. However, due to the increasing demand for NVIDIA AI GPUs, it's possible that there may be a shortage of these products in coming months. According to a report by Fierce Electronics, ChatGPT, which is beta version from OpenAI, was trained on 10,000 GPUs from NVIDIA. Since gaining public traction, the system has been overwhelmed and unable to meet the demands of its rapidly growing user base. I would like to highlight that NVIDIA GPUs are currently widely used in the deep learning community because of their high performance and the CUDA support. CUDA is a parallel computing platform and programming model developed by NVIDIA that enables efficient computation on their GPUs. And these computations can happen in parallel, so it reduces the time taken for the computation and makes it more efficient. Due to the popularity of NVIDIA GPUs in the deep learning field, many deep learning libraries and frameworks such as TensorFlow and PyTorch have built-in support for CUDA and are optimized for NVIDIA GPUs. To address the growing demand for their AI GPUs and to provide better services to their users, NVIDIA has announced a new ChatGPT Plus subscription plan. This plan offers general access to the servers even during peak times, faster response times, and priority access to new features and improvements. The ChatGPT Plus subscription is available for $20 per month. According to Forbes, Major tech giants such as Microsoft and Google, etc., are planning to integrate ChatGPT like LLMs into their search engines. However, for Google to integrate this technology into every search query, it would require a massive number of servers and GPUs. It's estimated specifically 512,820 A100 HGX servers with a total of 4.1 million A100 GPUs will be required, which would result in around $100 billion in capital expenditure in terms of server and networking costs. This demand for AI GPUs would potentially lead NVIDIA to prioritize their supply towards this market rather than gaming GPUs. Or NVIDIA will have to increase its capability to manufacture GPUs and continue to retain its lead in the gaming GPU area while also developing the AI GPU area, which is a tall order, but it's also possible. So NVIDIA could spin off a unit which is focused on gaming CPUs, and that could take a life of its own. So those are all interesting possibilities that I can see. In case NVIDIA decides to focus on AI and does not do much on the gaming side, then there's going to be a shortage of gaming GPUs very soon, and other companies would like to move into that area. So it is for NVIDIA to give up that market share or to continue to hold on to it. It will all depend on how they decide to approach it. It's estimated that there's already a limited supply of gaming GPUs due to the Chinese New Year, and this is a problem for high-end GPUs, which are already scarce. And high-end GPUs also offer higher AI capabilities at a much lower price than server parts, making them a potential lucrative option for AI application, which could further reduce supplies for gamers. So these people who are going to use high-end GPUs for AI applications would be those middle-level users who want to do AI but cannot afford the servers, but can afford the gaming GPUs, and therefore the gamers will have much more difficulty. It remains to be seen how NVIDIA responds to this huge demand, opportunity, and challenge from the AI segment and the gaming segment. NVIDIA is expected to announce its earnings for Q4 2022 on the 22nd of February 2023. And at that time, we'll have a glimpse of what their thinking is around all these opportunities that they have. Basically, it's a market for them to lose or to keep. They have the first dibs on it. The other uses of NVIDIA GPU was in crypto mining, but other GPUs can be used in those applications. So I expect that many other GPU companies would have a really good opportunity to expand into the crypto market as NVIDIA moves up the chain. I remember paying a big premium during COVID to get the PC that I have in my studio currently. It has a NVIDIA GPU. It's performing very well. And most of that premium was for the GPU because there was a GPU shortage at that time. I think a GPU shortage for the gamer community is in the works, and it's definitely happening. So if you're a gamer, just go ahead, I would say, and buy your GPU now rather than wait for later. Also, second-hand market for GPUs will improve as older computers will try to reuse the GPUs, and they will come into resale market. Either NVIDIA increases its capacity or others will move in. So that's the conclusion that I have out there. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang praised ChatGPT, calling it the iPhone movement of AI that democratized computing and is the greatest thing to happen to the industry. Bank of America predicts NVIDIA is positioned to lead the generative AI race and has 75% market share currently, with the potential to maintain 65% in the future. If it continues to be aggressive. The bank has raised its price objective for NVIDIA to $225 from $215. Today, I'm not planning to talk financials, but would like to show you the technicals and explain my own near-term price target for NVIDIA. But before we go to the trading view platform to do that, I would like to disclose a little bit more about myself. I wouldn't call myself a gamer, but I have been playing a game called No Man's Sky. It's on the Sony PS5. And PS4. I have the PS4 right now, and I play it on it. And this particular game creates new worlds on the fly. And you travel from one planet to another. You take a wormhole, you go to another planet. You can mine materials, and you can build commodities. You can trade commodities. You can buy spaceship. You can buy your own fleet. all of those things. So I have a nice asset holdings in No Man's Sky. So if any of you have not tried No Man's Sky, please check it out. You can Google and see what it's all about. Of late, I'm not playing it much, especially after I started the YouTube channel. I don't get time to play No Man's Sky. But the reason I'm talking about No Man's Sky is because its graphic is getting more and more realistic, and worlds are being spawned as the spacecraft approaches, and as the spacecraft flies across the planet, the landscape gets spawned. So it's a wonderful application of graphics, and it needs a lot of graphics power. And I'm pretty sure that even those platforms would like to go to the next level, and they're also going to demand greater and greater graphics computing power. So all of these things underpin my bullishness on NVIDIA, because it's the leader in the graphics at this point of time, and it's going to get first dibs on all these opportunities. So with that said, friends, let us go to the TradingView platform and have a look at the bullish pattern that NVIDIA has been riding for a while, and what my price target is going to be for NVIDIA for the near term, not the long term. Well, friends, here we are in the TradingView platform looking at the chart for NVIDIA. NVIDIA has dropped 2.79% during the last trading day, which was Friday. It dropped $6.14, which works out to 2.79%. But I want to show you the chart out here, which has got perfect inverse head and shoulders. So this is shoulder number 1, this is shoulder number 2, this is the head. And I have taken a measurement from not exactly the very bottom, but roughly the bottom. And I have plotted out a price target of 258.65 that I expect NVIDIA to hit in the short term. Long term, you heard Bank of America targets for NVIDIA. So there are much more lofty price targets for NVIDIA. Bank of America thinks they'll go to around $255, but there are other price targets of around $325. So there's a whole range out there of price targets for the longer term. But what I'm talking about is the medium term or short term, which I would characterize at maybe 15 or 20 days. So in 15 or 20 days, I'm expecting NVIDIA to be in the range of $258. We'll have to see how that happens. As you can see here, we were in an overbought situation for quite a while on NVIDIA, and then we dropped out here with the economic news coming up on Friday. And I'm expecting that NVIDIA is going to consolidate and come back again, because despite all the doomsday talk going around, Microsoft has invested $9 billion in ChatGPT. Google is also talking about Bard, and all of these AI systems would find CUDA, which is the parallel processing architecture from NVIDIA, to be very, very useful, to ramp up very fast. And therefore, NVIDIA, among all the GPU companies, is best positioned to address this area. And friends, if you recollect, NVIDIA also has got the Cambridge system, in which it is using GPUs to work on genomics. So NVIDIA has got its fingers on many pies, and it's at the cutting edge, and it has managed to take the initiative away from Intel. So I'm very bullish on NVIDIA, and I think we have to remember that as well. And as you can see here, earnings are coming on 22nd of February 2023 for the last quarter. And the analysts are expecting EPS of around 0.81 cents, and they're expecting a revenue of 6.013 billion. And I think that NVIDIA should be able to meet these, and all the results are going to come after trading on Wednesday, 22nd of February. So until Wednesday, I would expect definitely a bit of consolidation out here. But after Wednesday, I think we should be able to reach our target of 257.69. So that's what I would like to tell you guys about my thoughts on NVIDIA. And again, friends, as you all know, I'm a fellow investor like yourself. Just because I have a YouTube channel, I'm able to share my thoughts with you. These are not financial advice, and I'm definitely not suggesting that you go out and buy NVIDIA and make a profit like this. You have to do your own research. You can always use my information as one of your inputs, but do your own research, consult your own financial analyst, and then make any financial decisions. That brings me to an end of this video. And next, I would like to bring you the fundamental analysis on NVIDIA, and we'll do a little more technical analysis in the next video. When I plan to bring that is possibly after the earnings, so that I can also include some highlights from the earnings. But NVIDIA is something that we have to keep in mind. Friends, I would suggest that instead of purely being focused on genomics, we have to have some segments set aside. Maybe one day a week we talk about other cutting edge technologies which are going to converge with genomics. So our pure play genomics might not be able to stand on its own because there's a lot of convergence. So we have to keep track of other technologies as well. That's what I would recommend. And maybe I can dedicate one day a week for these kind of cutting edge shares which are going to converge together, just like Kathy Wood says, that there are going to be technology convergence and it's going to be industrial revolution on steroids. So we don't want to miss on those actions. So that's what I'll try to bring to you. So friends, that's all from me. And if you like this video, please do not hesitate to press a like out there because it helps the algorithm. Then YouTube shows this to more people and I can get more subscribers to join our channel. And that will help us to improve the contents as well. And that's about it, my friends. You guys have a great day and I'll catch up with you again tomorrow.